the two main rivals, that is Jubilee and UDA, for example, we had even key members and key leaders of Jubilee Party saying that Jubilee Party was already dead. And then they pulling such a show at such a last moment actually shows that 2022 is not going to be easy for whichever side. There's a lot of to learn, there's a lot of things to learn. We saw a lot of voter mobilization. We saw a lot of preparation of both sides in terms of considering that some of them even had parallel tallying centers. We had a lot of the reporting on this. I think this was also very highly media covered by-election, and so there's a lot to learn. And I don't think that it is necessarily a show of how 2022 is going to be, because remember, a day in politics is too long. Yeah. A day in politics is too long. If probably this by-election was held a month or two ago, then would have seen a completely different scenario. And I dare say also that if this election is held tomorrow or next week, then you're going to see a completely different scenario. So there's a lot to learn, and it will be very key to see how each of these political alignments learn from the lessons from this Kiambaa by-election.
Yeah, do you think this poll now shows that the Deputy President William Ruto and President Uhuru Kenyatta are equal in terms of popularity in the Mount Kenya region?
I think it would be very unfair to say that that for example, the Jubilee candidate is UHURU Kenyatta and the UDA candidate is William Ruto, because remember, I'll give you an analysis of both of them. The Kiambaa candidate in the Jubilee the Jubilee candidate has been there for quite some time, and you saw now a lot of wiping of emotions in terms of even the branding that the UDA team did. I spent some time at the by-election, just listening to people, and you could hear the message was different. People were voting for completely different reasons. There are people who are going to vote for the Jubilee candidate because they believed in him as a person, because they say Kiambaa was a good candidate by himself. There are very many others that are voting for Kawanjiko in a bid to punish the current regime. So you had people saying that the cost of cooking gas has gone up, and therefore, because the cost of gas has gone up, because there's an introduction of tax on cooking gas, then they're going to vote in a UDA candidate, because UDA seem to be as an opposition candidate and punish Jubilee. So it does not necessarily mean, to me, it may not necessarily amount to a showdown between the president and the deputy president.
But what about the voter apathy? And you were in Kiambaa. What are the reasons they were talking about? You said that they were talking about the voting for the person and the increase in cooking gas and taxes and all that. But do you see like they were voting for themselves, or are they voting for party lines?
I think the by-election in Kiambaa was not a party line issue. It was not really a party line issue. It was about a manifestation of either the happiness they have with the government or the disappointment that they have. So we found different kinds of people voting for completely different reasons. I'll give you an example. There's some that said, no, Kiambaa is a very good candidate. He has been here with us. He has been supporting initiatives. He's not just coming because of the political seat. And some was saying, no, Kawanjiko is just coming here for the politics. And people were saying that, fine, we are disappointed in this government. Some would say that. So it was not really a party line issue, I must say. It was about the two candidates and both sides. And also, the reason why I dare also say that may not necessarily be a showdown to 2022, to another point, to the issue that you raised a little earlier. We found the entire machinery of both Jubilee and UDA focused in one by-election. And you'll find in the next election is that they're going to have 290 constituency MPs elections. So you're not going to find that kind of concentration by whichever party, because you'll see on one side, you see even the leader of majority, leading the Jubilee side. You saw the likes of Moses Kuria, leading on the other side. In the next election, they both will be busy running their own campaigns. Yeah. So so trying to equate this as a political muscle contest between Jubilee and UDA, or between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto, is very inaccurate. It's very, very inaccurate.
Do you think Jubilee is dead, though?
If Jubilee were dead, then the kind of neck-to-neck competition you've seen would not be there.
Yeah.
But I would say it was an ongoing lot of side teething, not even